feels like, oh, well, look. Because it's been a question that I've actually been thinking about very recently. Because it's confusing me. I don't really understand why all of a sudden the Tulsa massacres and all that stuff is like just magically just appearing in the news.
Well, let me tell you, it's probably something to do with like an anniversary. It's probably been so many years. It could be 10 years they'll talk about it. It could be 20 years. If it's like an even number, they'll talk about it. Now, the reason why I'm saying is because I just came back from Washington, D.C., family reunion. One of the things that we did was go to the African American Museum. It was a big deal. Like, as far as like everybody that I went with in my family, it was a big deal. I suggest every black person try to go.
Yeah.
Just, you're not going to see everything in the museum. It's too big. You're going to have to spend like a week to really see everything.
Okay.
They have like this whole, they got it set up at the bottom floor where slavery in America started, like 1400 something. All the way at the top is like Barack Obama, you know, type of stuff. So they even have an area where Emmett Till's actual casket lays. His body is not in the casket, but his actual...
Of course not, they mutilated him.
Yeah, his absolute original casket is in there. There was like a dozen Chipotle lines long to wait to get to see this casket, so I didn't get to see it. Sorry to the Till family, I wanted to see it, but I didn't get a chance to see it. But the reason I say this is because, like, I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, so it happens every now and then. Brain farts.
I do it all the time.
But yeah, if you're ever in Washington D.C., go to the African American Museum. You don't have to be black to go there. It's pretty dope. You know, they got music, and film, and all that, you know, black history stuff in America. What I will say is, though, be careful if you go downstairs to the slave part, because you might get offended. I know my mother-in-law was pretty offended when she went to, she couldn't even stay down there. Like the first 10 years and she was done.
So I get that. It's funny because I think, we'll put it like this. I think the fact that people, and I'm not gonna attach a race to it. I think that it's funny that people want to glorify this negative history by making movies about it. I mean, I understand it. You know, it is. I feel like it is a good way to teach that or you know, bring that to light and stuff like that. But it feels like some of these movies, 42, for example. The movie always comes to mind. I've never finished it. Because any movie, it astounds me that people are so quick to get mad at white people for saying the N-word in a fucking song.
Yeah.
But they'll give these motherfuckers a pass in a goddamn movie.
See, I think they don't be giving them a pass.
They do? What do you mean?
As far as the music.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Django.
Nah, you talking about movie, I'm talking about music.
They don't give them a pass.
Yeah, you're right. I misunderstood that.
Yeah, no, they don't.
You're right.
But
they'll sit there and trip about Leonardo saying something.
No, they don't give a shit. He gets a pass. And I get it. It's a movie. I get it. Shit, Django to me was funny as fuck. I'm just saying.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, so I get it. You know, same way with. But it's like
top 10.
You know, we glorify this stuff, and it's like we could do so much more. We could make these the Avatar movies and all these other movies out there. But if it seems like for black people, it wants to be rap, crime, or slavery. I haven't even seen the Will Smith movie. What is it? Emancipation or whatever the fuck?
Gotta see it.
No. You know why? Because it's the same reason why there's a video game called Mafia 3, and it was supposed to be like the 50s, and you're playing as a black character.
Yeah, I remember.
I couldn't even get through that game because just dropping the hard R. It's just it's something in me. I don't care.
Well, what I can tell you about, and I'm not telling you this so you can watch it, but he's talking about Emancipation. I think Will Smith's last movie. Where he's basically that guy, and I apologize because I don't know his name, but the first viral picture that ever went viral in America, Will Smith is playing this dude, and he basically broke away from where he was being enslaved, and the whole movie he's just kicking ass. The whole movie he's just fucking up everybody. Like that's what.
See, nobody said that.
That's what blew me, because I was just like, I remember watching it at work. I watched it twice that night.
Yeah, look, all y'all said it was good. I was just like, I thought it was another one of those slave gets beat by white guy and then breaks away.
Don't get me wrong, the first 15, 20 minutes, but once he breaks free because of his family.
If he's fucking people up, I'm down for that. I thought it was just one of those, like, he goes on to try to live a good life type shit.
Nah, they took him from his family. Next thing he knows, he's on some camp with like, you know, a bunch of other slaves, and he just wanted to get back with his family, and he was the only slave on that camp that he was at that just, he wasn't going for it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck this, I'm up out of here.
Okay, yeah, see, I'll check that out. See, look, I'm put it like this. If you want to make a movie about breaking out of slavery and fucking some shit up, at any point in time, I don't give a fuck. Go for that. If you want to do, you know, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be real. I don't give a shit about sports players that went through. Look, we all. If your skin is darker than this or a little bit lighter than this, we've all gone through racist shit. Stop with the fucking movies.
I got another one for you. Birth of a Nation. Same thing. You ever heard of Nat Turner?
I've heard the name, yeah.
Nat Turner did not care about the Bible at all. It was his sole purpose to kill white slaves, to kill the white man. He sawed off and did that for like, I don't know how long he did it. He ended up dying, but Birth of a Nation, they have an original one, and then they have one that came out in the last 10 years. And yeah, that's a dope one.
Matter of fact, you know who's doing it right for black people with movies? Jordan Peele.
Yeah, he is. Anytime you collab like a comedic type of situation, which Jordan Peele's known for, Key and Peele.
I'm gonna just say this.
And then you pull it into that horror, it's amazing.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm sorry, Get Out was a comedy.
Yeah, I mean you can look at it like that. It definitely was a comedy thriller.
You know why?
To black people
don't do that. No.
To black people.
To black people that don't date white people, it's a thriller.
Right. Exactly.
To black people that date white women, we're like, this is we don't do that.
Exactly.
Your family's where?
Exactly.
I ain't heard of it. No, I ain't going.
I'm not even. Yeah, that's the thing about that movie. There was some unrealistic stuff going on.
Look, and then on top of that, if I go, I got the keys with me all the time. That whole scene was like, give me the keys. No, I got the key. Look.
Right.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. Soon as his brother showed up with the stick and was
got you hypnotized with
nah,
cigarettes.
I'm gone.
Yeah, what they did in that movie was amazing. That movie
Nope. Have you seen Nope? Nope was good too.
Yeah, I seen Nope.
And the whole title of the scene. Oh shit, my bad.
You good?
The whole title of the movie, he did it in one scene. When that motherfucker was over his car, he said, Nope.
Mm-hmm. All right, real quick, moving along.
Fuck Tyler Perry.
Damn, what you got against Tyler Perry?
Tyler Perry hates dark-skinned men. I stand by that 100%.
Okay. Well, he has dark-skinned men in his movies, so I don't know.
Always portrayed as the bad guy.
Oh. So that's your reason for saying that?
Yes. At a young age, I noticed every Tyler Perry movie, this is the story. Black woman, chocolate woman, married to a chocolate man. He treats her like shit. Light-skinned nigga comes in, saves the day. Think about it.
So, is he trying to make movies, or is that something that you personally think he's doing because of?
I don't care what it is. I take offense to it. I've taken offense to it since I was a kid.
I'm not a huge Tyler Perry fan. I have nothing to rebuttal off of that absolutely at all. I just feel like Tyler Perry's doing his thing right now because it was exciting for me to hear him, or to find out that he's built his own movie company, production company, for people to like shoot.
Apparently he's on fire.
What do you do?
What was his name? Old girl. I'm pretty sure she said that he was like a gatekeeper or some crazy shit.
He might be, but I do know that, like, what movie he let shoot their movie there? It was some big box office movie that came out recently. Like, I think Fast and Furious might have used some of his props. Some of his.
Man, he getting paid for that. Well, you think he just freely letting them use it?
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's not no black dudes like in entertainment that have their own Like it's Hollywood. That's where all the movies are at.
That's what.
That's where all the movies are being shot at. Hollywood only. So when I hear that, and I'm like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Tyler Perry or 50 Cent, but when I hear that they got their own production company now, like that's huge.
With the whole racism thing, I hate to go back to it, but when you were talking about the story of when you went to the museum, we got on that topic because I was gonna say that. In regards to all this stuff being brought up recently, right? And you're saying, oh, maybe it's an anniversary and all that. I was gonna say, with how far technology has come, the fact that everything's recorded now. Motherfuckers would rather record something than help somebody. Shout out to all the people that have died being recorded. Especially the people that, I have to be really careful with this because motherfuckers don't like to listen. So, the individuals that talk about wealth, generational wealth, when they find out that a black man or woman is dating somebody outside of their race, this is my question to you. With all of the technology and recording and all of that, with the fact that, killing us openly is, very, very, very frowned upon, why are all these rich people not coming together to create another Black Wall Street? Why is it that anytime it's always us in middle class fighting, but the rich ones, the ones that have the ability to build this stuff, they're quiet?
I think that, and I don't really know the answer, but I think that because I've thought about this before, I've asked that question before, and I think I've seen somebody on the internet say one of the main reasons why they're not doing it is because their relationship with the top, their relationships with the top tier, and the top tier is not, they don't look like us. So I don't know the true answer, but I think it could be like if they were to do something like that here, they probably would interfere with their relationships, and they don't want to lose those relationships because those relationships.
Okay, so here's my question to that then. Because you could spend your entire life building those relationships, and then when you retire and you're sitting at your nice big house, drinking your nice drink, with your maid that's, cleaning up, making up your bed because, you wanted to go watch the sunrise. I'm just saying, Oprah had a TV show for years where she was giving away free shit.
Right.
But she ain't out here now helping these communities.
Well, check this out. So
if you say charity,
no,
I don't give any rich person that uses charity as a fucking excuse. It's a tax write-off. Stop letting them get away with that shit.
No, all I was gonna say is like Tulsa. Where are the other places at? I know Philly got
the Atlanta massacre.
The Atlanta massacre.
Anywhere that there's predominantly black people, there's probably been a massacre there. Let's be real.
Okay, so
I understand this. I don't hate anybody too. So I don't want anybody to see this and be like, oh my god, Tevin actually secretly hate. No, I love all of you guys.
But here's the thing. I got one word for you. Massacre. So all these places have in common are massacres.
True.
Every time it seems like every time. Here goes Tyler right here. It seems like. Hey yo, what up, Tyler? Nothing, man. We're live on the podcast, man. How you doing, bro?
Well, he sounded like you just perked up when he said podcast.
Nah, that's Tevin right there.
What up? Over here, doing this podcast since none of you motherfuckers actually want to commit to it.
I didn't see the message, man, so it looks like we're going to try to go next Thursday because they don't do the open mic but Thursdays.
Peasant, get your bank up. I get paid Thursday, son.
Yeah, I could look around, but I don't think there's any other open mics going on. But hey, I'm going to get back with you, man. We're going to finish this up, and I might hit you up tomorrow if I do something on the podcast. All right.
Peace.
So, all I was saying really is like, I'm not saying this is the answer, but a lot of these rich motherfuckers might be like, why would I build a city? And they're just going to burn it down or blow it the fuck up like they did all these other ones.
I don't think.
I'm not saying that's the answer,
I get it. Yeah,
historically,
there's
that's kind of
historically, yeah, but at the same time, look.
And you got to think about this too before you answer. And also, not just that, but also, look at how unorganized we are as a race. The way we spend money, we spend like 13 billion a year on liquor. Like we spend.
Okay, hold on. Because I feel like I started hearing about this when I heard Dr. Umar came out with some study or whatever the fuck. Who the fuck cares? Like, okay, if some white person did a poll on all the shit white people buy, guess what? It'd be a bunch of wild shit too. Same thing for Asians and Latina.
Yeah.
Fucking look. I don't know who the fuck decided to make this guy the spokesperson for all black people. Spend your money how you want to fucking spend it. If you work a fucking job, guess what? And I'm about to go on a whole fucking rant. No one else is gonna help you pay your fucking bills. None of these people that you're putting on a fucking pedestal. Not Dr. Umari, not Rihanna, and none of these motherfucking people. All right. If you want to idolize them or something, or take something out of what they say that you want to look up to, by all means, go for it. Look up to whoever you want. But stop letting them determine your life. If you want to buy Jordans, go for it. I think Jordans are the dumbest fucking shoe in the world.
Well, no, nothing's wrong with that, bro. But here's the thing. We're talking about why these rich folks won't build a city. You feel me? So these rich folks, they're not going to... I'm not saying I know the answer.
What are the rich folks buying?
They're buying stuff for their kids. They're sitting there... I truly believe, like, for example, just because this is who everybody generally talks about, like A$AP Rocky and Rihanna, or Jay-Z and Beyonce, the favorites. Let's just say A$AP Rocky.
They're not favorites anymore, actually.
Well,
there's a lot of animosity. A lot of people, for some reason, now are on this whole Jay-Z and Beyonce Illuminati shit.
Oh, they've been on that for a long time. But like A$AP and Rihanna, since they're the new couple, they're not married, okay? But Rihanna, for example, she already is a billionaire, like just off of Fenty or little lingerie or makeup line she has. I believe that they're all a part of Illuminati, but I still believe that for their children, they're setting up generational wealth for their children. So me personally, I don't, like, for example, if let's say me and you best friends, we go into business, and in 10 years, we're multi-millionaires right now. I'm not building the city, preferably, not in America, not for, I might set up some people that I know.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah.
I don't care if white people work there.
You're going to set up the ones that you
It's not just going to be, oh, only black people can walk down these streets or anything like that. But my thing is, it definitely, and this is not...
Hey, I'm glad you said that.
This ain't even got nothing to do with Dr. Umar, but what it is, bro, niggas are just unorganized. We're out here just quick to kill a motherfucker. We have no reason to be gifted with something that precious right now.
You know what?
Then, I mean, a certain class of people in a certain area possibly, but like in the inner city somewhere so they can stop killing it, that's not going to get it done.
Two things. One, I actually talked to Sarah about how come nobody today is trying to do it. And she was like, well, would white people be able to walk through the neighborhood? I'm like, what the fuck? This is why like the one time I actually snapped on Sarah. I was like, you have to realize something. As a black person, we walk through white neighborhoods every fucking day. So if we had our own patch of whatever, yeah, you'd be able to walk. What the fuck? I was like, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
So this is what I said, because I remember Dee Dee asked me about reparations. And she asked me, well, do you think all black people deserve reparations? And I said, absolutely fucking no. And at first, I was like, hey, certain motherfuckers out here, some of you motherfuckers know, y'all don't deserve shit. You ain't doing shit with your life.
I went and got that PPP loan money.
Yeah, you was living off that unemployment. Yeah, I'm looking at y'all. Yeah. You living off that welfare? Yeah. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. The welfare thing killed me.
You was talking to Dee Dee about...
Oh, reparations. And so I started thinking about it more. And I was like, well, if you want to talk about reparations for slavery, then the only people I feel like deserve that are people that experience slavery. If you're going to talk about reparations for living in racist times, yeah, it's every black person, every Asian, every Latina. Look, sorry, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, if I were to just look at that and say, do I think that black people deserve reparations? I'd say yes, I think they do. Now, what form of reparations do I think that they deserve? This is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
I don't think that the government should give anybody a fucking dime. I
Okay.
don't. There's too many motherfuckers out here, it's kind of like you said, unorganized.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to say black people because I know somebody out there is already typing, wait, what are you doing? Shut up. Some of y'all motherfuckers are actually really unorganized. Some of y'all motherfuckers don't know what to do, and
that's not why. That's not all why they shouldn't get it, but that's
no,
definitely
it's
number
not.
one.
And it's gonna be realistically, some of y'all get that money and you're just gonna blow it on dumb shit anyway, like this or like that. The fact that the fact that we live in a time where they have the audacity to do a fucking survey on what black people are buying, y'all have to be more mad at that than anything else. Anyways, so and I was like, well, what about land? And I was like, nah, tried that. They've been killing us. So obviously that ain't the way to go. Now, here's the interesting, right? Here's where it gets crazy. If, and I say if, because I need actual proof, like, not, oh, well, this happened to me, whatever. If systemic racism is a thing, this is what I think. If it is affecting all black people in regards to getting approved for houses and loans and all of that, then every black person's credit should be fixed. Put it where if every black person is dealing with systemic racism and it's fucking up our credit, fix all of our credit. That way the ones that actually are productive.
So what you're proposing is that there should be some tasks put in play for black people, not just straight cash.
Yeah.